We'll call the meeting to order and start with the pledge to the flag, a brief moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, folks. Hey, roll call, Ms. Kinsley.
Councilwoman Moyer.
Here.
Councilwoman Seidel.
Here.
Councilman Roten. Here. Councilman Verano is absent. Mr. Verano is sick. And Mayor Brown.
Here, sir.
All present, one absent.
Okay. Citizens' comment. You may see on here prior to our vote. If anybody has any questions, please hop up to the podium, your name, address, 3 minutes of business. Morris, please. In the meantime, welcome back to live in-person meetings. And again, 3 minutes are shot. Jen is going to get it within 3 minutes. I know you have a lengthy.
Okay, my name's Tina Martin, and this is Susan Ward. We're both members of the Shamokin Community Gardens, and we're representing a member. What we're here for is on the agenda, you have listed that J&S Landscaping is presenting a contract for the Shamokin Community Garden members to do some major work on the plot on Sunbury Street on Shamokin on 61. And the reason why we're asking that is because I don't know if you saw it all from Shamokin, but you've seen a lot of work that was being done on this Sunbury Street lot, and it's pretty much all cleared out. We got some landscaper in to give us information on what's the next step to do, and his suggestion is to get it. There's a lot of rock and stone and bricks there, and it needs to be excavated and landscaped out and graded out. And then at that point, we have the opportunity to be able to start doing some beautiful things to the garden. And it's also a part where a lot of citizens in that area have been gardening through. You know, they use the boxes, they did their gardening and stuff there. So we're looking forward to having the city possibly give us a helping hand with the financial part of it.
We've done a lot of work throughout the city of Shamokin on various garden projects. And the biggest project is the Sunbury Street Garden. Anyone who drives by and looks diagonally across from Dunkin' Donuts can now see how we completely cleared it out. There are 3 levels to that garden with stacked stone on levels 2 and 3 that now that we have cleared the brush, and by the way, trees, we have pictures. I can pass them around. In there is the concept for Shamokin, for the Sunbury Street. There are others, many fledgling groups. We need funding. We are working our best to get funding. We're working at grants. We're looking at fundraising. And we have raised a fairly decent amount of money as seed money. We will participate, many of us, in the Tree Tenders program, which will give us the opportunity to receive free trees from the 10 Million Tree Project.
We actually received them already.
We received 16, but we can get more, and we can do that. So we can plant a privacy hedge on either side and in the front. We will have garden boxes for community members to be able to plant their vegetable and flower gardens, as well as the seating areas. Solar lighting, we are going to make it as eco-friendly as we possibly can, and are looking forward to working on all of the sites in the city of Shamokin.
As a city administrator, I just want to mention that Mrs. Seidel, Councilwoman Seidel, spoken with council at our workshop. I think I might have relayed that to you. And I just have one question. You're talking about going to other lots that are owned by the city, as you are there on Sunbury Street, which is quite a big project. I seem to recall council last year, who was heavily involved with that. Said a number of times, he wish he had more people. We certainly have the lots, but once everything starts growing, it becomes a little bit of a problem. Our public works department doesn't have the manpower to take on a dozen more parks. And, although they're not as big as what Market Street is, but, council had given their approval to what Mrs. Seidel said the other day at the workshop. And, anytime I, as the administrator, can help in some way, just, and I gave you Mrs. Snyder, the phone number for the city.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so
We
much.
appreciate it, and we are committed. If we will stay and continue to do the work. Our numbers are growing. They have a lot of interest, John, from different members of the community. So
Yeah,
we're
we
very
put-
helpful.
Yeah, we did put word out towards, Facebook, on our site, and there's a lot of people that are showing interest on that. So, they've been actually, we have a couple more people that have gone and participated in some of the work that we've been doing. So,
One question before we get, you said about excavation, how extensive is the excavation?
what they're saying is there's still a lot of debris, like in the far back and brick back there. So they want to take, they're saying 6 inches to a foot down. Okay, clear that all out, level it out, and then grade it so that it has a
You just
grade
need to
to it.
let them know if there are any sewer stub ups, they have to remain.
Any, what?
Sewer stub ups.
Okay,
Should be a PVC pipe about 4 inches.
yeah, I haven't seen anything since we've
I'm
been.
not sure if that one has them or not, that might have been down before.
Before we started emphasizing about that. But what's in this, is some of the dirty.
Yeah, the rock.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
done.
you're like on 6 inches.
Right, we haven't seen anything poking up out of the
They're
ground,
trying to
anything
get
like that.
topsoil, a layer of-
Yeah, good layer of topsoil so that it's leveled, so we can go ahead and start the planting and the garden box us up, because I know when we removed them last fall, the neighbors were like, "You're bringing them back, aren't you?" So we're kind of like, trying to beat that as well, and, so this is what Jane is, and they gave us a discount on that as well. If you looked, the contract showed where they gave a $1,200 discount on the price. So once we get that, that's a major issue for Sunbury Street. We can get that moving to hopefully make it,
Okay,
our goal is to make it look great.
thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to let council know that there's a possibility could be handled as a CDBG project that they just mentioned. It would be, we would have to look at it this year with our round and get more information, but I'm just throwing that out there in case. And the other possibility would be if, it isn't a CDBG project, the work that they're describing with the excavation could be put on the next demolition contract as an addenda, have two separate contracts, and then it would be less expensive for the work to be done because you would already have an excavator and you wouldn't have to mobilize twice. So there's a couple,
That's good.
FYI.
Anyone else for agenda items? Here,
I'd like to make everyone know that I have a stopwatch.
I can do it real fast and get over quicker than that. Can you tell me how the city acquired the junkyard on Commerce Street and up in Raspberry Hill that was sold to Mr. Gilligan?
it's not an agenda item, Jared. This is for agenda items.
I can't hear you.
This is for agenda items prior to any votes.
So how does the public get a chance to speak to council?
There's another citizen's comment at the end of the meeting.
That's only for stuff that came up during the meeting.
That's normally where we have it. This is prior-
Were these two ladies on the agenda?
Yes.
They were? Where?
Third page, top four.
Well, if you let me speak at the end, I'll go back to my seat.
Okay, yeah, we take pretty much any comments at the end.
You what?
We take pretty much any comments at the end.
I got a lot of stuff to talk to you about.
Now we go back. Yeah. All right, anybody else with agenda stuff? Robert?
Robert Burke, 110 South Franklin Street, Shamokin. First off, seeing on the agenda that you're gonna discuss about opening the pool, bravo. And you need to get this back to more normal. Just greatly appreciate it. On that, what's the status of the cameras that were purchased 3 years ago to be put up at the pool? Are they up?
Yes,
All of them are up and working?
I think all but one.
Will that be done by the time the pool starts?
Yeah.
Okay, that was my concern because it's been 3 years and they're gonna start being outdated and we're gonna end up having wasted that money, so.
We're waiting for the final placement because it's being re-fenced this year. And we're actually extending the fence out to the sidewalk to give us more room inside the pool. And we're pushing the fence out past the pump house
Mhm.
to eliminate those areas on the side and give us more room to encourage social distancing. So before they finally go into operation, they will all have to be positioned to make sure that they are in the appropriate spot.
My suggestion was gonna be if not, we hire somebody because it said it had been 3 years and it's just, for everybody's safety to get them up. So I'm glad that we are making progress on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Anyone else with agenda stuff? All right, we'll roll. Meeting minutes. Motion to accept the minutes of the City of Shamokin Council meeting of March 8th, 2021, a regular council meeting. Probably moved and seconded. Anyone have a question? Roll call, Mr. Slavy.
Councilwoman Moyer. Councilman Rowland.
Yes.
And Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Carries 4 yeas, 1 absent.
Under bills, motion to approve the bills for March 2021 is listed on your bill list.
So,
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer. Councilwoman Seidel.
yes,
Councilman Rowland.
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Directors' reports, accounts and finance.
This is the treasurer's report submitted by our treasurer Brenda Scanlon for the month of March 2021. The total general fund balance is $705,006.76. Total motor license balance, $292,887.56. Total library balance, $20,386.91. Total capital projects balance, $5,951.66. Total sinking fund number 1 balance, $276,602.32. Total sinking fund number 2 recreation balance, $406,503.73. Total street lighting balance, $7,839.93. Total balance in all accounts through April 1st, 2021, $1,715,178.87. Submitted by Brenda Scanlon, our city treasurer. Thank you, Brenda.
Nothing further.
No.
Arts and public building.
Is the Rock Creek Pool. As we stated, we started preparations to open the pool last month. We had our supplies approved through the COVID CARES money. They've been ordered, some have been delivered. Guidelines are changing fluidly. So as it stands right now, we are still at 50% capacity. It is supposed to increase to 75% capacity shortly. Social distancing outside has been decreased from 6 feet to 3 feet. Masks are encouraged while inside the perimeter, but are not to be worn in the pool. Lifeguards are responsible only for lifeguarding duty and are not to enforce social distancing masking. The water was turned on actually today, so we'll begin draining and pressure testing the pool, patching and cleaning as needed. And we are shooting for an open date of the weekend of June 4th, 5th, and 6th, depending on staffing, weather, and mechanical issues. If you were in lifeguard or staff in the past, please get in contact with Larry if he hasn't contacted you already. We need to get up and moving with this. And as I spoke about earlier, we are changing the perimeter of the pool, putting new fences in. There's going to be a lot of great things happening over there, so we're very excited about the pool. The Curbstone Market Ordinance is up for its first reading today. I'd like to thank the Curbstone Market Committee and all the work they did to get this together, sit down with me, go over everything, rewrite the ordinance, and get it to the solicitor. So we're excited to see Shamokin bringing back its farmers market under its fancy new name, Curbstone Market. The Shamokin Community Gardens, they are an awesome group. They are doing so many great things. We are so happy and excited to be working with them. And I actually just asked them to help with another project here in the city, and I got an agreement. Their heads are nodding, so I'm very happy. We're going to be working on the planners and everything, and I'm very excited to get the ground leveled over there so they can get moving. Sunbury Street Community Garden is going to be a showpiece for the city. If you don't live here in town and you're just driving through, odds are you're driving by on Sunbury Street, and we want people to see it. And then when you're waiting in line at Dunkin' Donuts with nothing better to do except film the accidents happening around, you can also look over at the garden. So thank you very much for all your work on that. As I mentioned at the workshop, it is Autism Awareness Month. This is a cause that is very close to my heart. My nephew, my godson, who I love with everything I have, is autistic, and he has opened our eyes to the issues that come with having a loved one that you care about have such a I won't call it a disability because it's not, it's a disorder. And they told us this kid wouldn't read when he was 5 and 6 years old. And he's on the honor roll now at 13. And he doesn't communicate like everybody else, but he communicates. And he's done these great things. So just take a minute this month and look at some of the statistics. You'd be shocked how many people around you are affected by autism and how tough it is on the caretakers. So thank you to all the caretakers, all the families, all the support systems in place. It's tough. There's no cure. It's early intervention can help and mitigate some of the symptoms, but please be kind. Music in the Park, I'd like to thank our anonymous donor for our 2 branded chest freezers that were donated to the program, and Kevin is working on getting them a new cooler so we can get our concert series up and running. We have great upcoming events. We have Roslyn Cane Day on the 24th. We have Yoga in the Park, which is an inaugural event at 12:30 to 1:30 over at Claude Taylor. So we're inviting everybody. Come on out, do yoga with us. It'll be great. We have Metal Mania coming up on the 15th, pending approval, and a used clothing drive on the 15th of May, pending approval. Keep an eye out for those. Thank you to all the people who participated in Community Recovery Day on Saturday. All proceeds from that day went directly to Oasis Recovery Club, which city and everybody on this council worked very hard to put in the American Legion of services here for people in recovery. And then they went out of their way to have this event, and they donated every cent of every service that was performed down to Oasis. So it was amazing. I thank them for asking me to be a part of that. And last, this is something that caught me off guard. On Monday, I walked outside and I see a young lady with a garbage bag walking up and down North Street. A group of people had just left and decided to throw their trash in the gutter. And I see this young lady with a big garbage bag picking the trash out. And I wanted to walk over and just meet her. I wanted to know who she was. And she told me that her name was Lisa Wood, and then I heard her mom yelling from the playground. I would like to personally thank Brandy Wood, Remington Wood, Levi Wood, and Lisa Wood. They took a day off of school where they could have done anything they wanted to do, and they carried garbage bags around our playgrounds, and it was the first time I ever saw them. Brandy did tell me they do it all the time, but it was the first time I saw it, and I thought that they deserved recognition for that, because they could have been on a tablet, they could have been watching TV, they could have done anything, but they were gloved up, masked up, and they were picking up garbage because sometimes people don't care. So thank you very much to the entire Wood family. You're truly an asset to the city of Shamokin. And then thank you, Charlie's not here anyway. So thank you to Kevin and the street department for everything that they do to support the projects we have going on in town. They've been a great asset with the community gardens group. They're great with coordinating, and thank you to Larry and all the pool staff who are getting ready for opening season. It's going to be great.
Have we picked a Wednesday yet for a autism proclamation?
We'll do this Wednesday or next one?
Whenever you will. Whenever you will.
And thank you. I also have to, I'm sorry, I have to thank the mayor. Because of some of the sensory issues that my nephew has, the mayor has offered to bring him in during mayor's hours and do a citywide proclamation directly from the mayor and let my nephew be there so that he's not overloaded by the surroundings. This meeting would probably be too much for him, so he's offered to do that, and my heart's gonna explode. So thank you. Okay, now I'm done.
Streets and public improvements, do we have anything that Charles needs brought up? I'm sure we'll address it.
I spoke with him this afternoon and he didn't have anything immediately to, for me to pass on.
Okay.
And I think he-
Yeah, I have them on my list. Public safety, sir?
Total, fire calls for the month of March were 34. So, 47. Money collected in the code office for the month of March was $11,624.71. The only question I have, Mayor, is are we still having that executive session that we spoke about together?
If you need one, don't let me adjourn.
I was just asking about the one we spoke about together.
Need more? Thought so. Nothing else? No. Wonderful. Okay, for the police report, chief, if you want to take care of that, and I'll do my.
Mayor Council, for the month of March 2021, 24 criminal complaints, 13 traffic citations, 7 non-traffic citations, 8 written warnings, 381 parking tickets, 732 calls, 2,873 miles patrolled, and 40 code tickets. Mayor, are you gonna bring up about the sweeper?
Got it. Okay, great.
That is the report.
Thank you, sir. Just before we get to crack out a couple of things. Sweeper route has started, folks. It is up, it is running. In my opinion, and I know there's varying opinions, this one is far superior than what we've seen in the past. I don't think it's around 20 years. And, this one with the vacuum system on it, truly, if you've seen it go around the car that was left parked there, you would see a noticeable difference in the debris from the winter time that is not there anymore when the sweeper goes through. I know Charlie said we will be expanding into Bunker Hill next for the side, the off-street stuff. So watch for no parking signs to be up in your neighborhoods. If they're there, move your car. It is well worth the one night of inconvenience for that sweeper to go through and get it cleaned up. Rosalind Kane. Jennifer mentioned Rosalind Kane. Rosalind Kane Day in the city of Shamokin by proclamation will be the 22nd, which is normally Earth Day everywhere else except in Shamokin. It's Rosalind Kane Day. Her Earth Day cleanup is on the 24th this year. So we'll actually be reading the proclamation on the 24th, but it is for the 22nd. So if you see Rosalind on the 22nd, it's a day. One thing that's gone a little bit unnoticed, eagles have returned to the city of Shamokin. Most of you think, how great eagles I haven't seen. It's a different kind of eagle. For 20 years, the city of Shamokin, to the best that we can look back through the Cub Scouts organization, the Boy Scouts, there has not been an Eagle Scout in the city of Shamokin. Last year, we produced 1. This year, we'll produce 2. What an absolute honor for these kids to put in the efforts that they have, years and years of service, to be able to reach the level of Eagle Scout. The boys have been recognized by us. The next one's going to be on May the 2nd. I'll get the times out to everybody, but literally 20 years, and that's as far back as they could go. It might be further than that. 20 years, no Eagle Scouts. Now we have 3 in a 2-year period. Trees downtown, you'll start to notice some markings on the trees downtown tomorrow. Back in October, we took a vote to start removing the trees, the dead, diseased trees, and then the trees that have a public safety issue to them downtown. Kevin got the first round of trees before the winter time set in. He's ready to get back down there and hit them again. Literally, folks, we're cutting trees down. There's a bigger plan here than I think a lot of people realize. I'm sure we'll get some flack about killing trees.
Yeah.
But there is a bigger process. Like community gardens, there are trees being planted in Shamokin. There will end up being, by the end of this year, there will be more trees than there were prior to us cutting these trees down. Does Cameron have a project again this year for tree planting also? Okay, I was hoping she also did. But there will be some of them removed. Part of the reason for it is there will be a downtown surveillance system, hopefully started this summertime. Once school ends, the trees are in the way of getting the cameras up and getting some of the other revitalization points to the downtown area. So you'll see that happening. Home rule meetings, yes, we are going to be having the home rule meetings. Right now, we have slated for 1. We're going to shoot for trying to do 2 prior to the election and it being on the ballot. Are we confirmed for the one? Okay, it's going to be the 29th of this month at 6:30 p.m. at the County Career Center. Like we did the last one, the first rollout, we'll be up there. All of the state officials, DCED, they will all be here. Questions can be answered by all of us at those meetings. Like I said, it's the first meeting to get it out. We are not going to try and push 13 meetings like we did the last time. We're concentrating on one big meeting. Hopefully we'll get a majority of people there for that. There will be a smaller meeting after that Bob hasn't really set yet. We're hoping to just have that one here to get through that. Those are pretty much the things that I had for my little speeches for you. I think I got them all in. Okay, thank you. Kramer.
Hello, Mayor, hello, Council. Hello, everybody at home. So if you have not gotten your copy of the Go Shamokin Plan, I encourage you to get it. It's available on the city's website. It's available on GoShamokin.com. You can reach out to me. I'll be happy to get you a copy of it. It's really good stuff in there, and there's a lot of things happening already. If you're a Shamokin area business, and it doesn't have to be city of Shamokin area is fine. I'd be happy to, if you're a business and you'd like to reach out to me, to have me sit down, see if there's any kind of programs that we can help you out with, whether it be CEDACOG or one of the other partners for the state, including workforce development or maybe small business development center. I'd love to see how I can assist you. There are 2 grants that I want to talk to you about tonight. These are for businesses. The first one is Shuttered Venue Operator Grant. This was actually supposed to be open as of April 9th, and I checked today and it still was not open, but I will keep you abreast of that. That is just for businesses that have some kind of a venue, whether it be a theater, and it's open to small businesses, nonprofits, and as I said, I'll keep you apprised of that. Next up is the COVID relief grant for Northumberland County. This is the hospitality or church grant. This opened on March 15th, and right now, Northumberland County still has over $500,000 to give to small businesses. It has to be under 50, I believe, under 50 employees. But that's any hospitality, so that'd be restaurants, B&Bs. So by all means, apply for that. And next up is the AOAA Rail Trail Project. This is a non-motorized project. This is 26 miles from Sunbury to Mount Carmel. And the feasibility study is happening on it right now, and that should take about 9 months. Also, Susquehanna University students are involved with the Economic Development Authority of the city. And they are helping with two different projects. The first is the Red X program. They have the old database given to them by the city, and they're actually going to all these locations just to make sure, are they still even there? Just to make sure that that list is still updated. And then the other project that they're working on is a business database. How long have the businesses been there? Who are the contact names? Where are they located at the city? So that project's happening as well. There's a DEP sustainability plan that's being worked on. Doreen's involved with that, as is myself. And that should be done by June. And that's to help many things, lower energy costs for the city, maybe municipal waste. So there's a whole list of things that come out of that. The purpose of this plan is once we have this plan, then we can access funding. So we have to do the plan first, then we can get grants for cleanup. Lastly, which I'm sure that Linda will be talking about too, the illumination station pocket park is still on track. It has to be finished by December 31st of 2022. And that you will probably be seeing something like this summer-ish when you probably. So, do you want to take it from there? Do you want to finish? I think that's. Does anybody have questions first?
The AO ran the trail project. It's a new project for them that the grant funding has already been set aside.
Yes.
There was more to it, folks, by joining on with the AOA early on with the city of Shamokin than just bringing four-wheelers downtown. I found that throughout all of this, like cutting the trees down and things like that, there is always more to the projects than you see up front.
Matter of fact, the AOAA actually owns 10 miles of the 26 miles. So 10 miles, which is actually Sunbury to Paxinas. So it's not even where you would think it would be at the AOAA. And once again, that's non-motorized. That's just for bikes and strollers and walking paths. And yeah, so that's a really great project for the city. So the city would then be a major hub city for any travelers going throughout those 26 miles.
The only actual populated area.
Oh, yeah.
through is
Because
the
even
city.
Mount Carmel is not through Mount Carmel,
It
so,
borders everything else, but they put it right through the middle of the city of Shamokin.
and then the other, real quick, sorry, Linda. So there's a bunch of grants that we've applied for, and they're just still under review. So as they start coming in, I will keep everybody posted.
A lot of good things up there with their new staffing and moving along for us. Linda?
Okay. Everybody hear me okay with my nose? I just want to give you an update on CDBG activities. First one Betsy mentioned, we are using CDBG funds to demolish 118 Independence Street and Keystone funding through the Housing Authority of Northumberland County to demolish 122 Independence Street, right next to it. That work will be done this construction season as quickly as possible. We're currently doing an environmental review as required by CDBG to complete a subsequent reuse of that property. That is where the park that Betsy discussed will be going into. And it's frankly a real, I just can't tell you how excited I am to be working on this project in your city, because to have a signature project come out of a revitalization plan so soon after it's been adopted is just great. I mean, I've worked for almost 30 years in community development work, and the things that are happening here, you guys need to pat yourself on the back. I have never seen volunteers. I have never seen volunteers in the way that I've seen here, and the pride in the community, and it's only going to get better from here. So I believe the park work we can expect possibly by the end of this year, depending on how the demolition goes. But as Betsy said, the park will be completed by the end of next year, and tonight, later, council will vote to award a contract for the engineer. I believe. So getting a good head start on that. There is CDBG funds in the creation of the park as well as DCR funding. So folks are going to have a beautiful downtown park. Also with CDBG funds, as soon as possible, there will be demolition of 725, 727 Jewett Street. That property is in very serious poor condition. It's dangerous. It will be torn down as quickly as possible. We're currently waiting for the environmental review to clear, which I expect will happen within the next week or two. And I'm coordinating with the city's DPG engineer. They are getting prepared to start that project as soon as absolutely possible to get it down as quickly as. Just a couple more things, Mayor, if I may. For the public hearing that we just held, moving CDBG funds into the elimination station project. Council will vote on to approve that tonight, and then there will be 15 additional days for the public. So anybody can comment to me, contact the borough office, let them know if you have a comment, they can tell you how to get in touch with me. Once that comment period expires, then I can request on behalf of the city to have that actual modification made. And just a reminder to Jen about the CDBG funds that are being used for recreation. I'll need documentation and procurement for that, how they were procured, and also we should pay the invoices first and then submit those invoices to us for reimbursement through the CDBG. If anybody has any questions, I have my card here. Oh, you have my email address, just let me know. All right. Any questions? Or miss anything?
Thank you. Anyone else up here that needs to inform us of everything before we run through the Okay, there's a lot of them on the agenda. We're going to try and get through them pretty quick if you can get motions in a second or questions. Ready to roll. Request a motion to approve the budget modification for the 2018 CDBG budget, contract number C00007.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yeah.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to budget modification to the 2019 CDBG budget, contract number C000737880. Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yeah.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to award the engineering contract for Illumination Station in the amount of $39,500 to Strumberg, Garrigan and Associates.
So moved.
Properly moved and seconded. Anyone on the question? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yeah.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous.
Request a motion to approve the amendment number 1 to CDBG 3-year engineering contract, 2021 to 23.
So moved.
Properly moved and seconded. Questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yeah.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to allow Sabre Go Shamokin event on Independence Day. Independence Day on Independence Street on Saturday, July 3rd, 2021, from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pending approval of the Chief of Police, Street Department Foreman, and the Fire Chief, with the event corridor to be determined by the same city official.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Anyone on the question? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yes.
And Mayor Brown.
Yes.
That motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to suspend the open container ordinance for the Independence Day on Independence Street event Saturday, July 3rd, 2021, from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. in specified event corridor for alcoholic beverages sold within the event corridor.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
and Mayor Brown.
Yes, sir.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to allow the West End to hold their annual block party on Friday, June the 4th, and Saturday, June the 5th, 2021.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to suspend the open container ordinance for the West End Annual Block Party Friday, June 4th, Saturday, June 5th, 2021, during the specified operating times in the specified event corridor for alcoholic beverage corridor.
So,
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to allow the Covered Bridge Brew House to change the date of their previously scheduled event Saturday, May 22, 2021 from 12 PM to 11 PM.
so,
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten. Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to suspend the open container ordinance for the Covered Bridge Brew House event Saturday, May 22, 2021 from 12 PM to 11 PM in the specified event corridor for alcoholic beverages sold within that corridor.
so moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to allow Advancing the Kingdom to hold an event on Saturday, May the 8th, 2021, from 8 AM to 4 PM, pending approval of the Chief of Police, Street Department, and the Fire Chiefs, with the event corridor to be determined by those city officials.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
and Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to grant authorization to the Citizens for a Better Community to hold their annual fireworks display July 3rd, 2021, with a rain date July 4, 2021, at 9:40 PM, contingent on receiving the insurance binders.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Anyone on the question? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to grant authorization for the Citizens for a Better Community to hold a curbside donation collections on July 3rd, 2021 at designated locations within the city of Shamokin to help defray the cost of the July 3rd, 2021 fireworks display.
So moved.
Properly moved and seconded. Anyone on the question? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Remember, costumes are encouraged. Request a motion to authorize the city administrator to send a letter of support to the PLCB concerning the application for the distillery license for the Cole Stoker Distillery located at 49 East Independence Street.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to allow Lincoln Street to be blocked off on Monday, May 31st, 2021, from 9:15 to 10:30 a.m. for the annual Memorial Day Price of Freedom March.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to authorize the Shamokin Police Department to enter into an agreement with Southern Columbia School District to have a student, Ethan Roten, participate in a police co-op program for the 2021-2022 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Anyone on the question? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Same.
and Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries, 3 yeas, 1 abstention, 1 absent.
Request a motion to authorize the Faith Alliance for Revitalization, or FAR, and the Better Together Community Group to hold a Metal Mania community service event for recycling large and small appliances. No electronics, please, on Saturday, May 15th, 2021, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Baders parking area. Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
and Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to authorize the Faith Alliance for Revitalization, or FAR, and the Better Together Community Group to hold a used clothing drive community service event to collect gently used clothing for soft items on Saturday, May 15th, 2021, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the municipal parking lot.
So moved.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
and Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to officially open the Lawton Schroyer Rock Street Pool on the weekend of Friday, June 4th, Saturday, June 5th, and Sunday, June 6th, 2021, contingent on staffing, weather, and mechanical issues.
Oh.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
and Mayor Brown. Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to contract with J&S Landscaping to excavate and level the community garden located on Sunbury Street with the discounted rate of $2,000.
So moved.
Properly moved and seconded. Anyone on the question? A roll call, Mr. Slavin?
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Request a motion to authorize the city administrator to send a letter to Northumberland County Tax Claims Office stating the city's position on the current option on the Schroyer Building property on North Shamokin Street and East Packer Street, and requesting that said option never be renewed in the future.
So moved.
Second.
Proper?
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten.
Yes.
and Mayor Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Anyone else have new business that I've missed? Anyone with unfinished business? Boards and committees, Robert, anything?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing pending on it? Solicitors report, it is all yours, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, there was an executive session after the workshop last Wednesday for the purposes of contracts and personnel. We also have the second reading of ordinance 2102, which is the vacant property ordinance. It has 10 sections and it's multiple pages long, but there's purpose of enforcement. It goes all the way down to violations and penalties.
We're done with that one? Second reading of ordinance, 2102 vacant property ordinance, motion to approve.
So moved.
Properly moved and seconded. Anyone on the question? Roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
and Mayor Brown.
Yes.
That motion carries unanimously.
And we have the first reading of ordinance 2103. Says, be it ordained and enacted by the council of the city of Shamokin, Pennsylvania, and it is hereby ordained and enacted by the authority of the state, an ordinance to be known as the Curbstone Market Ordinance. That's the short reading.
Wonderful. That is the first reading of ordinance 2103 Curbstone Market. Motion to accept.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Anyone on the question? Roll call.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Seidel,
Yes.
Councilman Roten,
Yes.
And Mayor Brown,
Yes.
the motion carries unanimously.
Our agenda items list resolution 2103 with the curbstone hours, but I'm looking over, it really should be passed after the second reading of the curbstone ordinance. We're going to eliminate that for this meeting. We have the resolution 21-04. It's a resolution by the municipality certifying provision of local match for state operating financial assistance. This is provided to us by the local classified transportation system. And it said the city of Shamokin agrees to use local funds in the amount of $1,852 to match state funds for the transportation system.
Thank you, sir. Motion to accept resolution 2104, the LATS ordinance. Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? A roll call, sir.
Councilwoman Moyer.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sidell.
Yes.
Councilman Rowland.
Yes.
And Mayor Brown,
Yes.
that motion carries unanimously.
Before I end, I've been reading the last couple of weeks with sound off. People are complaining that the city should be out balancing its budget by collecting unpaid taxes. The city doesn't have the authority to do that. Once the taxes aren't paid, at the end of the tax year, it goes down to the county. It's the obligation of the county at that point to follow through. To accept the idea that the city should have to collect the taxes, I don't think people like to go out with a gun to someone's house and say they're paying the taxes. It's one of those things that people don't understand, and I understand it's not because they just don't know. So please don't accuse the city of not collecting taxes because you can't.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else for anything before? Yes.
Mayor, I would just like to give you the report and update, being that I was not there on Wednesday. I had a family emergency. But for the first week of April, we are working diligently on making changes to the tax duplicate. Real estate address changes, 24. Name changes, 2. Occupational address changes, 59. Assessment changes for the school only, 2. We've deleted 35 people. Deletions for school, which means they are going to pay their first half here. Their second half, they'll be deleted for the school. One addition, 1 assessment change for a total of 148 changes on the tax rolls in the first week. So we are really pushing daily. The 3 of us, when we're not collecting taxes or when I'm not doing treasury work, we're pounding on this to get the books right. 148, yes. And we only have 29 people addresses to look up for you, Bob, to be done with that list. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Citizens' comments? This time, keep in mind, we try our best to allow you to ask your question. After your 3 minutes, we will answer your questions, so that our talking is fair up your 3 minutes.
Mr. Seidel, I commend you for beautifying Sunbury Street. However, we have 15 junkyards and 2 new ones added, and nothing's being done in the city. You take a ride up Rock Street and you're gonna see 2 pickup trucks loaded with garbage, haven't been inspected for 2 years on the one. I think when a truck's loaded with garbage, it has to be out of there within 24 hours. But the 2 new ones that Mr. Gilligbauer brought, one on Commerce Street there at Pearl and one up on Raspberry Hill. And by the way, there's a wrecked car up in Raspberry Hill, been there for 2 years, hasn't been inspected. I reported it a couple of times, but nothing's done. If the city acquired those 2 lots through the Tax Claims Bureau, then Mr. Gilligbauer is not allowed to buy them under Spock versus the Commonwealth or Commonwealth versus Spock. I had a call from a resident down in Shamokin Street. Scott, you were going to take care of these unregistered cars when I talked to you about a year ago. Shamokin, there's a car on the sticker on it and 5 cars down on the other, selective enforcement.
It's a plane, I believe I did address it with the chief, I believe it was being handled.
Well, it's not. They're all over the city. I can take you right now and probably find 50 vehicles that are not inspected.
I probably would.
Now, is the sweeper running?
And I can
And Are
assure you
the,
that when I see them, I address it.
are you ticketing now for the sweeper?
No, it's written warning. It's warning time for this week. Tickets start Monday officially. Yes.
Is it gonna run every week?
Until May, then it starts to split schedule.
All right, last but not least, there's several new businesses in the city that haven't been going through the zoning board for variances. They're in residential districts, which makes them illegal. And I understand one even put a living quarters in an office, which doesn't qualify with the square foot required for living quarters. Where is the zoning officer? Why isn't he taking care of this stuff?
Michael Catino is the current zoning officer, and Michael Catino
Yes,
is the current zoning officer.
Yes.
And he does go out and regularly check into complaints.
no, he doesn't. I gave him a whole list 3 months ago and he hasn't done a damn thing.
Okay.
So, well, let's get him on the ball here. Clean the city up. I hear every day people want to move because their property values are going down. You know? It's heartbreaking to see it. There's a sign on the Lost Mine. It's totally illegal. It does not comply with zoning. What's being done about it? And that's a residential zone. Residential zone can only have a real little sign. Not the huge Lost Mine sign that's there. Same with the news agency there on Orange Street. They're running a business out of that, and there's a guy living in there. Is he registered? Okay, I'm done.
Jerry, if you would like, I will make arrangements for a meeting with you and Mr. Catino at City Hall.
Well, that would be great.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep in mind, you're on the zoning board. So if you're making complaints about zoning issues, if they go before the zoning board, you'll have to remove yourself from any decisions made by that board, or the board is.
Yeah, let's get it done. I don't care if I'm recused or what. You know, I'm sick of looking at it. And every day I come up Rock Street, there's an illegal car parked at Madera's garage. There was 3 of them tonight. The police go by there at least 50 times a day. Why aren't they putting tickets on this? We're losing money right over, you know, like just open the doors and the cash is flying out. Selective enforcement.
Do you have any responses?
It's not be used to create revenue. Mr. Swan.
Anyone else like to address the board? Hearing none? Thank you very much. We're not getting on time stuff for comments tonight. If you'd like to make comments, we are going to come to the meetings. I realize we're a little short on space. But motion to adjourn. We don't need an executive? Nobody can? Okay. Motion to adjourn? Properly moved and seconded. 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Somebody turn that clock.